Hi, TLT Carlson here. I do find myself constantly importing 4K discs because they're region-free, which really has opened up a lot of possibilities for my collection. And today we're going to be looking at another one of those titles I imported, this one from StudioCanal. This is The Wicker Man, the classic horror movie from 1973. I'm going to unbox this release and share my opinions. Great cover art there of the title effigy and some of the elements of the film. Spine text. Back cover. Underneath the slipcover, it's pretty much the same artwork. And we get several discs in here. Disc 1 is the 4K Ultra High Def release of the final cut of the movie plus bonus features. Disc 2 features the theatrical and director's cuts of the movies plus bonus features. Those are 4K discs. And then the latter two discs are the same things on Blu-ray discs. This being the final cut with special features, and this being the theatrical and director's cut with special features. Just a brief disclaimer, the 4Ks are region-free, but the Blu-ray discs are Region B locked, although they are playable using the region lock hack with the Panasonic 820 player that I've shown off in a few other videos. The Wicker Man has had an enduring fascination for audiences since its release in 1973. A unique and bona fide horror masterpiece, brilliantly scripted by Anthony Schaefer, and featuring an astounding performance by the legendary Christopher Lee. Director Robin Hardy's atmospheric use of location, unsettling imagery, and haunting soundtrack gradually builds to one of the most terrifying and iconic climaxes in modern cinema. When a young girl mysteriously disappears, Police Sergeant Howie travels to a remote Scottish island to investigate. But this pastoral community, led by the strange Lord Summerisle, is not what it seems, as the devoutly religious detective soon uncovers a secret society of wanton lust and pagan blasphemy. Can Howie stop the cult's ultimate sacrifice before he himself comes face to face with the true horrors of the Wicker Man? This is another one of those movies I've heard about for years but never got around to seeing until now. When I found out there was an import 4K release of this available, I figured maybe this would be a great time to import it and finally sit down and watch it. After having watched the movie, I do have this feeling of, what the hell did I just watch? But at the same time, I was certainly intrigued and enthralled by everything this movie offered. The film, of course, features some great performances, including the likes of the always beautiful Britt Ekland and Christopher Lee playing the mysterious lord of the island community in which the film is set. The movie, of course, revolves around a police officer investigating a missing girl, but he never seems to be able to get a straight answer out of anyone, and there's a lot of, to put it bluntly, very strange goings-on around this town, and it's unlike any place he's ever been. The Wicker Man is not one of those movies that has jump scares around every corner. It's not a movie that's like ultra-violent every few minutes. This is a slow-paced, slow-burned, methodical, atmospheric horror movie in which the true terror comes from its ability to create an unsettling atmosphere where you never quite know what's going on, and that certainly works to the film's advantage. I will admit, I don't think it's going to be the kind of movie that's for everybody, but it certainly intrigued me, and it's a movie I can't wait to go back and watch again, especially with all the different cuts that are included in this release. The Wicker Man gets a 4K release here, and I have to say, there are some scenes that look absolutely beautiful. However, there are a few scenes throughout the movie that are clearly sourced from an inferior print. They do talk a little bit about the restoration at the beginning of the disc when you hit play, and the stuff that's sourced from the inferior print really sticks out like a sore thumb. It's not the kind of movie that's ever going to be ultra high def reference material, but it is good to see that, based on what I've read, they've removed a lot of print damage and probably gotten the movie about the best it will ever look. Again, it's not going to be razor sharp or anything, but it is a good looking disc and it certainly reflects the filmmaker's intent. I think longtime fans will be happy with what they see here. And there are a ton of bonus features here, including a new interview with Britt Ekland, a vintage interview with Christopher Lee, some trailers, a few newly filmed featurettes, including one on the script and a lost ending. Fans of the movie won't be bored when they pick up this release because there's certainly a lot to go around as far as bonus features go. To any fan of classic horror and classic British cinema, I highly recommend this 4K release of The Wicker Man. How about you? Are you a fan of The Wicker Man? Do you think this is one of Christopher Lee's best performances? Where would you rank this when it comes to the all-time great horror movies? Comment down below and let me know what you think. Also, remember to subscribe to this channel for more content. I'm always posting new videos. And make sure you give this one a like if you found it helpful. I'm TLT Carlson. I'll see you next time.